Alberta, Canada. Mad Dog Unleashed. Rick, good afternoon. How are you today? What do you have for me?
Hey, how's it going today?
Hello, Rick. Nice to talk to you. What's on your mind? Let me hear.
Well, first off, I just noticed it was 888 days since the last time Tiger
made a cut. We just talked about it.
Unbelievable. Yeah. So as far as the contest, first and foremost, I would get almost none of the answers correct because I know nothing about it really as well as some of these other people. So with that being said, though, but when you sit and listen to it, for me, it's interesting. It's just great radio to listen to. These people are so smart. But when you get people like that Lee that get it right away, and then you find out the magic behind it is gone when it's just a team of people that win these contests. Well, what about the people that legitimately know the answers, and it's not a team of people working to get it? Those people should be, circumvented, and after the fact, you know what? You guys got it. You lied because you're from Connecticut. Your husband's this.
Well, we can't prove. Listen, we can't prove it. That's why we allowed them to win. Yeah. But there is a way to correct it. If you win a contest, you get a 5 year. You get 5 years. You're done. Finished. That's it. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now I'm sure there's a way around it. That they can find somebody who hasn't won a contest in 5 years, and they can indoctrinate them into the mob, and they can, do what they have to do, get them a burner cell phone, have the person call up, lives in Connecticut, but he or she says she's in, Buffalo, and, we can have the same kind of problem. But I do think the 5 year thing might be in play here down the road. John in New York City, Mad Dog Unleashed. John, welcome. How are you today?
I think at least three. Listen, I got to blame you. The buck stops with you.
Yeah, I agree.
100%.
No question.
And I'm going to tell you why.
Go ahead.
It's your fault.
Yep.
Okay? And I'm a refugee, OG, or whatever you want to call it. Born and raised on you. I own buildings where you used to live on 51st Street. My whole life is around Mike and the Mad Dog. Okay? And your inability to accept technology, understand it, work with it. It takes no effort at all. I have friends who are literally computer illiterate. I'm tech savvy, okay? And my friends who I'm so illiterate with computer-wise, even they know how to have an Alexa, and they understand how to put it up as far as the voices or as far as looking up. You don't even have to get a book, Google. If you don't accept technology, you get run over it. And as far as I'm concerned, you make the professionals 10 times easier. They don't even have to get the goddamn books out. I mean, are you kidding me?
Well, we
got run over.
No, I mean, it did take them 5 days and about 3 hours a day. It did take them 20 hours to get 4 winners, John. It wasn't like they finished it in 5 minutes. I mean, you want to tell me the Alexa thing? You put the sound up, you do this, you do that. I mean, nobody won Monday. We had some, we know Tuesday. Nobody won Wednesday. Somebody won Thursday. Somebody won Friday. You're making it sound like that we played 4 shows, 4 contests on Monday, and we were done by 3 o'clock. 4 o'clock. That did not happen. It wasn't that bad. Jeez, please. Here's Mike in Illinois. He's on Mad Dog Unleashed. Mike, good afternoon. How are you today? Are you there, Michael? Michael, hello? Michael's not there, so that was poorly screened. Dale in Charleston, South Carolina. Mad Dog Unleashed. Dale, good afternoon.
Doggy, how you doing?
Hello, Dale. Nice to talk to you. What's going on today?
Hey, I understand Charleston is one of your favorite places.
I wanted my son to go to I thought of my son might go to college at Charleston. We visited it last March. Love the city. No question about it. Go ahead.
Yep. Well, hey, I thought your the trivia contest was fantastic. Sour grapes for some of the guys, the mock participants that won. But, overall, it was very entertaining. I thought you guys did a good job. And I think, too, you guys were talking about Tiger. I think it's exciting for Tiger, but I think it's exciting for the TV executives. It's exciting for golfers. I will be watching this tournament strictly because Tiger's playing.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how CBS, is this NBC? This is an NBC event. I said CBS. This would be very interesting to see how they handle this. Tiger's not going to win. He's out. He's not going to be on a leaderboard late any of the 2 days, but the whole world wants to see how he's doing. So does NBC spend a lot of time on Tiger, who's in 80th place, but he's Tiger for the weekend, or do they go out there and do they just spend most of the time on the leaders? That would be they probably do a little bit of both. I guarantee you there'll be a lot of people moaning and groaning one way or the other. Not enough Tiger, too much Tiger. Here's Mark in Maryland and Mad Dog Unleashed. Mark, welcome. How are you today, pal?
Hey, how you doing, Chris?
Mark, nice to talk to you. What's on your mind now?
Hey, I just wanted to ask you on the contest there. I mean, how I can understand the guys making up lists and all that with the spreadsheets, but how would they cheat on the getting the video, the audio?
Well, I guess what, can you put a voice up against Alexa and figure out who the voice is? Is that possible?
That's what they were saying, but I mean,
I would never do that. If I got to do that to win a contest, I got to find something else to do with my life. I would never do that. But is that possible now that you can figure that out in that situation? You tell me.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's something new that the Alexa thing's only been out for a couple of years. I mean, you had this contest going on for 8 years or so. And it seems like if it wasn't for the the professionals, that nobody was going to get that Lance Moore. I mean, I was sitting here racking my brain trying to figure out who that was, and I would have never got that. But so I thought today was going to go up until the end because that was just a tough.
I thought so too. I mean, I thought it would go a lot longer today, so it didn't, which bothered me. Go ahead, Colin.
I'm not really sure if that Alexa thing is even true, but if it is, what we could do next year is I can manipulate the audio to make the voice either sound lower or higher, so the voice wouldn't be recognizable.
Well, we have to
that'd be pretty unfair.
My gosh, you can't do that. It's not fair. You can't do that.
But if we do find the Alexa thing is true, you kind of have to because that's way too easy.
God Almighty, this is impossible. I mean, what do we have to do to have a fair, fun contest to make sure the Shawns and Connecticut's don't win? Here's Big Dave in Vegas. Big Dave, how are you today?
Hey, Doggy, what's going on, man?
Hello, David. Nice to talk to you. What's on your mind now? Right here.
Man, this has been fun. But as far as that guy in Alberta that just called a couple of calls ago and just hammered you, that guy's way out of bounds, and he's just mad he lives in Canada and cannot participate. That's all that was. But I'm the one that's been going back and forth with Billy Z on Twitter about one of the questions. And specifically that Texans question.
Right. It was a trick question. The question was, how many two Texans coaches have won a Super Bowl after they left the Texans, and one of those is Stram, but Stram did it when the Texans were in the AFL. Dallas Texans. Go ahead.
Right. And that's part of my argument on that question. Those are two separate organizations, and you guys are hanging the answer on the nickname. All the other questions are based on either the organization, the head coaches, or the assistant coaches, so it's down to just that one individual. On this one, it's two separate teams, two separate organizations. The Dallas Texans records go with Kansas City, and Houston came in as an expansion team in 2002, I think. So they have their own set of records. So therefore, to me, that's just two separate.
Dave, let me ask you a question. Well, the Dallas AFL franchise, what were they called? They were called the Texans.
Dallas.
They were called the Texans.
Right, the Texans.
We said
Let me ask you a question. Hold on, Dougie. Let me ask you a question now. If I say the Rams, what do you think about? You think about the LA Rams, and then you think about the St. Louis Rams, and then you think about the LA Rams again. So when you just say just the Rams or just the,
I did not say that it wasn't tricky. I did not say that it wasn't tricky.
We have to make them that hard because if we made them easier, the pros would win in a second.
Well, how do you want me to answer Dave? I mean, you have to come up with something. I thought that was a tremendous question. I really did. I loved it. Yeah, and you figured it out. And people moaned and groaned. Oh, that's not true. He never coached the Texans. Oh, yes, he did. The Dallas Texans. You don't know your AFL history. Not in front of the hour. Mad Dog Unleashed.